Okay, here we are at the NFL Lockout. My name is Shannon Love, and we're here with all the Seahawk fans in the house here today. Now, what's going on with the NFL Lockout? We're going to go to Big Low over here and find out. What are they saying here today, Big Low?
Well, there's a whole lot of talking going on this side here. There's people that are actually saying thanks for respecting and appreciating us fans. People are asking questions like, have player agents had any input into the negotiations? Is there a difference between older owners like the Maras versus the Snyders or the Joneses in negotiations? And, that poses a good question. I mean, does Jerry Jones and Al Davis, the fact that, they've been around for a while and they've been owners for a while, do they have more pull than the other guys? Paul Allen, he's the wealthiest of them all. Does he have more pull than anybody? Those are all great questions. I mean, questions that we'd like the answers to, but in negotiations, we're never going to find out, So there's a lot of interesting things going on. People asking questions about the players. If they get drafted this year and there is a lockout, will they get to sign a contract of some sort? If the players don't play this year, does that count towards a year of their playing? There's so many good questions out there, but it just doesn't seem like these guys are answering any of those questions. So, really right now it's pretty confusing for the fans.
Well, it is. I mean, if you're looking at the live stream, we're seeing just literally hundreds and hundreds of questions, and they're focusing and answering one question, but they're not really saying anything, as you said.
Right, exactly.
So what are we here for? I mean, why are we here? And here we have some other fans that haven't been on the radio here. What is your take on this, on what the NFL is doing with this lockout?
I'm hoping to just see something get worked out so we can have some certainty. We're paying for our tickets as it is. We don't really know if there's going to be a season, so it'd be nice to get everyone on the same page. Everyone makes a lot of money, and it'd be nice to just have it be fair and equal. But as we know, kind of hard to get that taken care of so soon.
So now I hear what he's saying. I mean, are we having a season? And that's the question. And you don't seem to feel too confident that we are going to have a season.
I think we'll have a season. Just it's hard to say when this is all going to get worked out. And no one's going to want to give. No one's going to want to be looked at as the loser in the situation. So it's going to be pretty hard to get everything ironed out. But I have faith that it will get ironed out because you can't not have football.
So what's the worst case scenario here for you? If we do have a season, we don't have a season. Is there a replacement game? Do you think that's going to happen?
I don't think there's going to be a replacement game with replacement players. I just think they're going to have to compromise. Maybe there's 2 more games, 2 less preseason games, and then the owners get to make more money that way, but then the players also get to make their money as well because they do make a lot.
This is about the money, isn't it? It is about the money. Now, what are your thoughts on this, President?
I have a few thoughts, but mainly, first of all, for NFL fans and owners, the owners have to realize that without football, I mean, how are they going to make money in the next year? So they definitely need to come up with a quick resolution that's going to get this taken care of. But thinking also from the Seahawks perspective, we're a building franchise right now, and we have a lot of holes that we need to fill. So the sooner this comes to a resolution, the better for the team, because then there's a lot of things we need to do in free agency. And so if you have a shortened off season, if you don't get this, fixed by March 4th, that could really hurt us in our building process.
Well, that's what it is. I mean, that's all about what we're going to do for our health of our team and the health of the players, the health of the NFL, the health of the TV packages. And everybody's got their hand out, but nobody asked the fans to put a hand out. So we are here today because we are fans, and we don't have a voice, but we're trying to create a voice. And I think the common goal and the common thread here is we want to play. We want to play. Well, what are your thoughts, sir? We haven't heard from the young lady back here in the back row here.
I'm just here for some information. I'm a season ticket holder for 6 years, and I need to know what this means to me as a season ticket holder. Am I going to have to give up my money and not watch anything, or am I going to have to give up my money and watch a bunch of scabs play? It's just really confusing, and I want to know what's going on.
We all want to know what's going on. And let me ask you this. If they do have a strike, and they do say that they're going to have replacement players. Now, I know we're supposed to place our deposits either today or the 23rd, Wednesday. So you have until Wednesday to make that decision. Now, I know they're probably going to give you a few extra days. But what if there is a strike and there is replacement players? Are you going to renew your tickets?
I am. I'm not going to give up my seniority. I have great seats. I got my tickets the year they went to the Super Bowl, so there's no way I would give up my tickets at this point. I would never want to give up my seniority.
And a lot of us are in that situation. We don't want to, and we can't afford to. We're locked in. There's some of us that might not be a situation, and they might be on the fence where they'll go, well, you know what, I'll forgo a year over here. But here we have Jeff Cathan, what we used to call him rock star. And Jeff, you go to these games. You've been going for many, many years. What are your thoughts on the whole labor issue?
Well, I'm sure both sides think they have the answer, and they have the rights to say what they want to say. But the problem is that it's all gotten so carried away over the years. It's always more money, more this, bigger, better. I mean, look at that stadium they built in Dallas. I mean, just look at that thing. It's a monolith. It's just really, really need all that to play football. And I think the problem here is what's getting lost is that the players who are lucky to be there, who work their whole life to be there and have earned the right to be, they're just getting the basic money, right? They're not the superstars. Those are the guys that right now are going to be hurting. If they're not going to be playing, they only have a 2 or 3, 4 year, 5 year window to play, and it's over. It's a very short-lived season, lifetime.
So how do we fix that? How would we fix that for those young players that might be on the edge? What would they want in their package, do you think, as a fan, would do it for them?
When is it enough for these owners to say, I've made enough? It's never enough. It's never going to be enough, and that's the problem. It's the greed. And so how do we fix it? I don't know how to fix it.
It's the NFL logo signal that is what they sell, the T-shirts, the rights to TV, everything. It's all about that. It's about protecting the future, and I think, and that's where the owners are at. Now, I'm thinking, we have to protect our city. We have to protect our funds for our stadiums. We got to build that stadium. So if it gets so expensive that it bankrupts a city and they lose teams, that's when I think it becomes enough. Now, have we lost any franchise teams in Seattle? Oh, we lost the Sonics because of some city government and some issues over there. So you're absolutely right. Now, when is enough, and I think the fans are saying enough is enough. You got a good package. Now, Lo, what do we got going over here? We're going to come over here and get another update because it's still scrolling.
A lot of the questions, do you think some college players like Andrew Luck decide to stay in college because of their potential lockout? People are wondering who the guys are on the panel that are talking. Mercury Morris, I notice, is one of the guys in the background there. And, he was a great player for many, many years. And, it's guys like that keep the NFL Players Association going and represent the players. But, like, for instance, I contacted 17 players. Are any of them here today to talk about their side? No. I don't see any of them. And, that kind of chaps the fans' hides. I mean, we're there representing every game with all of our heart. We put it all out on the field. And, for the guys to not give it back, I mean, where's the love? I contacted the Seahawks organization, asked somebody from their upper management to be here to, explain their side. We can't do that. And basically, because you called, you got the same response.
I got a very stonewall response I was shocked at. I was
exactly.
shocked at the tone.
Okay, well, I also put out a media release. Okay,
where's the media?
Where's the media? Okay, so right now what it is
right there. So who you got on that line?
Oh, it's the Savage Squirrel. He's talking about kicking some ass. That's what it's all about. But actually, it's Aaron Levine from Q13.
Oh, it is.
Coming from UW. Had to get Cameron Dollar and Romar first. So UW is a little more important, but the media is on the way. So.
Oh, good job.